Hey, say man, it's me. It's Protege, Pimp C, 17, man. Look here, I'm with my boy XVII, man. Tune in the artist life. 100. This is EHendricksFilms Exclusive. You know what it is.
Well, first off, man, I want to say it's good to see you again.
Yeah, you know, we every, 4.5 years we might run into each other.
Oh yeah, something like that, man. You know, we go too far back. Too far back. You know, I heard the news that you being in a wreck.
Yeah.
A ridiculous one at that, man. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, that was it's November now, so it been officially a year now, and that shit just ain't no joke, you know. I almost died in that motherfucker. I mean, they said I flipped 16 times. I couldn't tell you, I was flipping. And shit, 18 wheeler ran over the hood. I went airborne. I think I hit 3 other cars in the process. Knocked down the sign on side. I was on I-10. I was doing like 90. And I broke my back. You know, broke 3 vertebrae in my back over there, and I was pretty much on bed rest for, you know, about 6 to 8 months. So I'm just getting better from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
So I'm blessed to be here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really don't be on no negative shit, man. My whole life changed after that. Like, you won't go to the hospital. I'm in the hospital. I think it was like 3 days. First day, you know, I couldn't even feel my legs. I ain't know, cause I pinched something with my spinal cord.
Yeah.
You know, so I ain't know if it was paralyzation or what. And then, you know, God be with me, man. Or Pimp and Mama Wes, somebody be with me, cause I ain't no seatbelt on nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody's looking out, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, first thing, man. For those who don't know who you are, let them know.
Really, man, I'm this dude that you don't know. Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, anytime you hear, you know, Pimp C's Protege, or you hear all this stuff, you know, that's you know, that's me. But before any of that, man, I'm from Mississippi. I've been down here, you know. You see them Roman numerals, they don't know what it is, how to pronounce it, man. It's 17, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something creative that I wanted to do. I didn't want to just do whatever, you know. Social media handles and shit is at the #1, the #7, then THEHOGG 17 the hog, but that's now. But like, I've been doing this shit, man, and I'm just, yeah, Pimp was my mentor. I lived with him till he passed away. I didn't put out plenty of records. I'm an underground artist. I ain't never really, if you notice, I don't do plenty of these. You know what I'm saying? I never really chased that. It was just always been about the music for me. And if you know me, then, and you like my shit, then get it. If you don't, then I'm not trying to gain new fans. You know, I never was that type of dude. So, I mean, that's about it, you know.
Indeed. Well, how did you even meet Pimp C? How did that even come about for you?
Oh man, that was crazy. We was working on let me see, I think I had I had 4 albums out at the time in Mississippi that I had already did. We did pretty good with them. We had sold a lot of records. So Katrina hit, and I don't have to explain that everything on the Mississippi Gulf Coast got wiped away. So, you know, I was homeless, parents homeless, daughter homeless. So it was just one of them things where it was like a desperate situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how Major Entertainment was born. And that's me and my partner Polo. And it was just like, you know, we just did what we had to do to survive. I mean, did we end up with ridiculous money and all that? Yeah, you know. So, I mean, we was just really, man. It was like we was angry at the world because you don't understand when everything get blew away. You kind of, you don't know who to blame.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like fuck everything, just get the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, back against the wall, fuck everything, just get the money. You know, and so we getting the money, and then I told him, I said, man, look, you're a boss in these streets like this. Like, you need to come step in and be my business partner, man. You can boss up in this music shit easily because these niggas ain't living what they rapping about. Like, we really living this shit. And so he came with me and he seen, and so that's when we started working on Certified. The name of the album was Certified from the get-go. And I only wanted to feature the artists that I wanted to feature with. Mind you, this is 06, 07. So this is when Yo Gotti was a little more underground. Of course, Pastor Troy.
Right.
Bo Hagen. I only wanted to work with the people I listened to. Pimp was really, I didn't think we was gonna be able to make that happen. Like, I knew I wanted it.
Right.
That was like the last feature. I hadn't been in Memphis working with Gotti. I hadn't been living in Atlanta. We had to get a house in Atlanta because we was out there so much. Me and Bo Hagen ended up doing the whole mixtape together. And then, but when it was time to get the Pimp, man, I went with my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he, I don't know, man. It'll never be another Pimp. It'll never be another Pimp C because, you know, I got the session, I got whatever. I give him his money, he go in there, drop his verse.
In the pot, hit it with the soda. Now we got what them Kelly boys call A1 Yola.
I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody else, I done rap in front of, you know, I ain't never been nervous in front of nobody. Go in there, do my shit with Pastor Troy, do my shit with Yo Gotti, do my shit with this, you know, Bo Hagen, do my shit with whoever. You know, I ain't nervous. I'm going this bitch, knock it out, do what I do, get back to the streets, get back to the money. But man, this was Pimp C, so I was like, I ain't recording my verse. You know, right here, I'm gonna just let him do his, get the session, go home and do it.
Take some time.
Yeah, so he just felt something about that. He was like, nah, nigga, I wanna hear you rap. And I was like, man, I ain't. So I wouldn't do it. I was like, nah, I got my session. Go ahead, finish with you, because he had some other features he had to do that night. I was like, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Like, I got mine, I'm done. You know, whatever, I done gave you money, like, I'm good. Like, 'cause I rode with him to the studio. He picked me up from the airport. I rode with him to the studio. So, he took me from the studio to a hotel in Houston. And it was called the Icon. And he was like, fuck that, I got your room. You know, whatever. And my plane was supposed to leave 10:30 in the morning. And so he said, I'm gonna have a car, you know, car service ready to pick you up at 8:30, you know, downstairs. Well, the lady from downstairs come knock on my room door in the morning and was like, he wanted to see me in his room. And I was like, all right, tell him I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, no, he want to see you. So I go to the room, he's sitting in there in his drawers and a t-shirt. And he was like, hey man, get your bag ready. We getting ready to go to PA, to Port Arthur. Like, what the fuck you mean we getting ready to go to Port Arthur? My flight finna leave, I gotta go. He was like, nah, you going to Port Arthur, we gotta go see my PO. You know, so I'm confused. I'm like, what the fuck? But this Pimp C, I ain't questioning him. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna miss this flight, yeah.
Just go with it.
So I rolled with him, we went to PA. And he had already set up a studio session in PA. And he made me rap. And then once he heard me rap, matter of fact, I was so nervous, I was messing up while he was in the room. And he knew it, so he left out the room. He left out the room for like 20 minutes, came back, I was done with the whole song. I just needed him gone, you know what I'm saying? So when he came back in, he told Abe, who named Abe out of PA, that was the engineer, he said, play it back for me. And Abe told him, Abe say, man, this nigga just killed this motherfucker. And his y'all vocals are on the same level. Man, Abe played it back. And that nigga looked, it was True Story. And he looked at me. And that nigga gave me all my money back right then and said, "You with me." And that shit was just mind blowing. Like, I ain't believe it. I was like, huh? You know what I'm saying? He was like, "You with me. We gonna do this shit as Pimp C presents." You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't presented shit since that Boosie Wedding shit. Now we gonna present this motherfucker. Nigga, you going hard. Like, you with me now. Like, that quick. Like, we just met.
Just like that.
Just like that,
gave
yeah.
You his money back.
Gave me the money I gave him for the feature. He gave it back.
Gave it back to you. Wow.
Yeah. And was like, "Nah, you with me." And so then it just went from there. But I was in them streets so hard down here in Mississippi, and he knew it. And so he was like, we need to have a signing party down there, let everybody know you down with UGK. So we had that down here. It was at the Boiler Room.
In Gulfport. I remember.
Yeah, and the feds was outside. And they was just watching everything I was doing. So when he came out and he seen them feds out there, he told me right then, he said, "You gotta go." He's like, "You gonna have to come live with me. I'm not finna lose you to these streets." You know what I'm saying? And I was fighting it. I ain't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? I was young, stupid. You know, you don't want to leave. Man, I'm getting money. I ain't moving to Texas. Man, he got on the phone with his mama, with Mama Wes. Got Mama Wes on the phone with my mama. He put me in the corner.
Wow.
And then I had to go. And from then on, it was history. I was living with him, and we started working on the album. Certified came out, and I said, you know the rest. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
That's how that happened, man.
You talk about a life-changing experience.
Yeah. Like, it'll never be another one like him. It'll never be another one like him, man.
So what year did Certified drop?
Certified, we dropped it in 2007 in the streets. Pimp, we pressed it up, me and Pimp and Polo. And man, we hit the streets so hard with it, and he was so proud of it, and I was proud that he was proud. And man, we sold so many records in the streets, man. Shout out to my Trail Gang partners. He's Leo, and that we had like our street team was crazy. And UGK Posse street team, and UGK Records street team. So once we was about, man, we was like 15,000 records in. It might not sound like a lot to a lot of people, but for hand-to-hand street sales in like 2-3 weeks, we was like, we knew it was something serious. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So then the distributors started calling. And Pimp was telling them all, like, if it ain't 50,000, we ain't talking. So they calling, they offering 20, they offering 15, lowballing, whatever. He hanging up on them. We just ran up. So, and by the time he passed away, we was at 32,000 sold just in the streets.
Just in the streets.
And then after he passed, that's when BCD, their name was BCD at the time, then they changed to Deep Distribution. They basically changed the whole cover and stole it and started distributing it. And I ended up catching up with them, going to the office and getting a little check, because they got it without permission. And then,
right.
And I think last numbers I checked on it, we did a little over 80-something thousand. But
wow.
I didn't finish. I mean, he died, you know what I'm saying? So to push to run with it or run behind it, I'm in the corner curled up, depressed, crying, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that same whatever, and it still was out there having a life of its own, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that She Luv It was on, the original She Luv It, and True Story Mac on, and that's when he really started going at Atlanta. It was on my album with he was doing interludes in between each song, and so it took a life of its own.
Indeed, man. Certified is definitely a street classic.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, speaking of life-changing events, it's enough of a whirlwind for a legend like Pimp C to come take you on this wing and move you in and things of that nature, and everything that happened so fast.
Yeah.
Which it had to be a whole nother hurricane, no pun intended, for him to pass the same year Certified dropped.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everything you've been waiting for, and everything that and this is what people don't understand. They leave their comments and they say whatever, and they really don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a fan first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a grown man. Why you scared to say you're a fan? I think we all grew up on UGK. You know what I'm saying? So then I get with the one that I looked up to all my life coming up rapping, and I meet him, and this nigga love me, and this nigga, you know, pretty much he's sending me in and out the booth, making me change the way I rap. Like, people don't get it when I say the Protege is. If you wasn't around, you didn't see it, but all the UGK Records people know. You know, he sent me back in the booth. You know, now say it like this. You know, rap it like this. After you finish that line, say bitch. You know what I'm saying? Then you listen and it's like, damn, this shit sound like you though. And he was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. You my Snoop Dogg. That's what he used to always tell me. I was his Snoop Dogg. He was the Dr. Dre of the South. So, you know, these are things that people wasn't around to see, and they don't know. So when I'm speaking, they just thinking like, who is this dude and why he talking like that or whatever. But the real underground fans and the real people who know, and they be like, nah, he not lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, yeah, man, him leaving, just, I can't express that to nobody, man. And I don't wish it on anybody, because it makes you thankful for having him in your life, or having somebody like that in your life. It gratifies you. It lets you know that you are good at what you do. You're great at what you do. But then when it's taken away from you, you know, we all handle things differently. And my way of handling it was kind of, you know, going in the corner somewhere, being antisocial. I drop an album here and there, but it just didn't feel the same. It don't feel the same without him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, until, you know, and so that's why, you know, they be able to take shit, steal shit, whatever, because they know what he over there, you know, depressed, whatever. Me and Mama Wes, Pimp Mama, after Pimp passed, we was all each other had, like, you know, she was, it just go deep, you feel me?
I see you got a couple of items with you.
Oh yeah.
One of them being the certified album.
Yeah. That's it.
Physical copy still in the plastic.
Yeah, my brother keeps a couple in the plastic because we sold them all. So, yeah. But yeah, that's it. He presented 2 albums. Pimp C presents Boosie and Webby, Gangsta Music, and Pimp C presents 17 Certified.
And that's it.
So for all you cats that's doing all that talking and all that whatever, man, hey man, if it didn't reach you, I can't help that. Or if you didn't catch a hold of it, or you ain't listen to it, I can't help that, man. I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? That mean the world to me, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of mean the world to you, the other thing I see here, which at first I thought was a magazine of some kind, and I see it's Pimp C's obituary.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that before today.
You never seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's obituary. It's a little, I keep it with me so mine don't just look brand new. You know what I'm saying? So,
of course.
And you know, this was before everything got messy with his wife and her saying you either with her or his mama and this and that. So, you know, that's when it's a such thing as called blackball if you don't do what certain people want you to do. Well, if you tell me I'm either with you or his mama, it's common sense. I packed up all my shit and I went to Mama Wes' house. Any trill nigga who knew Pimp know that's what to do. Now I ain't gonna name no names of the ones who chose to try to stay with Shinara because they could try and dick ride Bun if they stayed with Shinara, because, you know, it was 2 separate crews. But I just did the right thing. I did the morally right thing. And so, you know, and they always talking about, you know, he this and that and this and that. Just tell me what them pallbearers say.
Let's see. Pallbearers I see. It's Chad Butler II.
That's Chatty Boo. That's his son.
I see. Is it Chama Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
I see Bobo.
That's Bobo. Remember in the song when he said, "My partner Bobo lost his baby in a house fire."
Yeah.
It's Bobo.
Okay. And the next name I see is 17. 17. No Roman numerals, just straight 17.
There you go.
Do I need to go any further?
You can if you want to, but I'm just showing people like I've been quiet all these years. I ain't say nothing. But all you gotta do is do your history. I don't do this shit for accolades, man. This is my partner's obituary. He's gone. Like, this is not a game. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing to play with. And these niggas is, you know, instead of playing with the music that me and him created and stealing the music that me and him created. No, I'm not gonna take that lightly. Like, who would? I don't understand who would. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
So after Pimp passing, you say you released a couple of more projects, but just wasn't the same without him. And
man, it ain't the same without him.
You kind of disappeared, man.
Yeah. Me and Mama Wes, me and Pimp's mom, like, we was all we had, man. We cry together, laugh together. You know, we have to keep each other afloat, man, and it became more of a family thing than about music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she would always tell me, baby, you got to get back in the studio. You got to do what Chad wants you to do. But I would go, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I just miss him, man. I was used to looking to my left or to my right and him being on that stage. You know what I'm saying? So even to do a show and look to my right and my left and he not there no more. Or be in the studio and Pimp is a fool in the studio. Anybody who ever been in there with him will tell you. And it just, so, I mean, yeah, when BCD / Deep Distribution, whatever, did, I had to sign and I owed them another record. And so I turned that in. That record was the reason. And then I was done with my contract with them. And then I knew I didn't want to sign with nobody. I was just straight independent. It's just UGK Records with me. And so then I released Against The Grain, which is the one that Ride With Me is on, which we'll get to that in just a second. And then I released Young Hog. And I was, you know, then all this happened with surgeries with my eyes and the wreck, you know, Mama Wes passing away and this and that, man. This is real life. This ain't just what niggas watching on YouTube and typing and whatever. No, man, it's real issues going on like that. I'm not gonna go to the studio to entertain, you know, whatever the fuck these niggas talking about when, like, nah, man, Pimp died. Now Mama Wes just died. Now this one just died. And it's like this, the whole legacy is just, then before you look around, I'm like, damn, it's on my back and I don't know if I can carry that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if my back's strong enough to carry that. So you have to sit down with yourself and you really gotta do some soul searching. You don't rush nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it just amazes me to see people be like, he this or he that, or he ain't this and that. Man, you ain't been through what I've been through. Like, so, and you don't know how you will react. How I react is I gotta take my time. I gotta make sure I can handle this on my back. You know what I'm saying? And I really wasn't ready to do it now, but they forcing my hand. You know what I'm saying? So now they done pissed me off, so it's really just it's no joke.
Now what you saying and being on your back, you know, when we hear the name UGK, you know, it didn't end with Pimp C.
Now UGK is not on my back. UGK Records.
Okay.
UGK is UGK forever. That's Pimp and Bun. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, it's no secret. I don't fuck with Bun. I don't, you know, just whatever. But as far as Southern rap groups, you can't talk about it without mentioning UGK. You know what I'm saying? That's a legacy that you know, mess with. UGK Records is a different entity. That's Pimp's crew.
Right.
And a lot of people get it confused. They think Bun had something to do with that. Bun never had nothing to do with it. Even when Pimp was alive, Bun never had nothing to do with UGK Records. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just to clear that up. You know, it was Pimp C. It was Pimp and Mama Wes venture. You know.
So with having that close of a relationship with Pimp and Pimp having that close of a relationship with Bun,
was it? Let me correct.
Okay.
I never got to see the close relationship with Bun. You see, it was everybody else that was with UGK Records. They got to see the good times. I never got to see the good times.
And you came along in 07.
Correct. The whole time I was there, they wasn't even getting along. They like Pimp had, I think it was 3 or 4 phones at the time. Now, Bun might have had one of the numbers. And I remember the last conversation I heard him have with Bun was when he told him, "Bitch ass nigga, come see me in PA if you can remember how to get here." Because Pimp never moved out of Port Arthur. He had a high rise in Houston that we would go to, but his house was in Port Arthur. Bun lived in Houston. And, you know, so, and people think that I enjoy that. No. Just think about it. Like, as a fan, to get there and then find out my favorite group ain't what they portray on TV. Because one thing Pimp would never do is he wouldn't let the media know or whoever know that they was beating. That's why I stayed quiet this long. Because I was like, nah, I don't, you know, Pimp wasn't saying nothing. And then when Mama Wes was alive, she would say, "Well, baby, you know, because Bun just, he so fraudulent, like, and he hurt her." I watched Pimp shed tears over that boy. And she would say, you know, "Do what you feel," you know, but I would chill out and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't say nothing, you know, even though the whole Port Arthur, Beaumont, and everybody who knew the real was talking about it. I was like, I don't really have to say nothing because they know that Julia Beverly wrote the book and the truth was all in there. So, but they just forcing my hand this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just what it is.
I know we've been meaning to sit down and chop it up a bit, but just in the last couple of days, something rather interesting popped up.
We talked about doing this interview before this even happened. Yeah. Let's make that clear, just so everybody know. So this just, it made it where this interview had to happen now, and about this shit.
So another Mississippi native comes out with an album by the name of Big KRIT, and
nice album, very nice album.
Yes, indeed. Forever is a mighty long time.
Yeah.
And as you're bumping it, you get to this track that says "Ride With Me," featuring UGK. Man, just tell us about your reaction, your thoughts, just everything when you heard it. 'Cause this is fresh.
Alright, well, before I answer this, let me say this. It's, you know, it's a lot of diehard Bun B fans, a lot of diehard Big KRIT fans. And I know it hurts your feelings to know that your favorite rapper did some whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, Pimp ain't never know KRIT. I think the world knows this. KRIT came along after Pimp passed away. So KRIT is from Meridian, you know, somewhere right there. He ain't far. You know, you a couple hours away from me, my nigga. So it's him being this UGK super fan and whatever, just like I was, you know what I'm saying? Before I got with UGK Records, if I knew about Smoke D, and I knew about Vicious and the X Mob, and I knew about He's a Leo, and I knew about, you know, all these people, then, and he didn't even put out a Pimp C Presents record with them. It's common sense. Big KRIT knew who the fuck 17 was, because 17 come from your state. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time he was coming up and he was sounding like Pimp and doing whatever, and people coming at me like, man, this nigga, like, he think he the protege. He think he would have. I always wished him the best. I was like, man, I mean, shit. Nah, he ain't get the green light from Pimp to do that, but he just influenced by Pimp. I'm influenced by Pimp. You know, I always wished him the best, and shit. I mean, it was no love lost or nothing. And then I said, okay, well, that's Bun homeboy. So I knew what Bun was doing strategically. Bun is gonna, me and Bun do not get along. I'm probably the only one out of UGK Records that I'm a man. I stand on morals, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. And you know, I'm the only one to tell him straight up. You know, as a musician, you always gonna be Bun B. As a man, I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care nothing about you. I don't wish you no harm, but as a man, I don't respect you. So I'm seeing that. Okay, Bun. Okay, you got a partner from Mississippi, like Pimp did, and he got the airwaves. You see what I'm saying? So now you take KRIT and you do this and that and this and that, but see, you still got this underground level that know the truth, and they looking going, that ain't 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, and it was funny to me. I was just watching them. I never said nothing, man. Just, hey, which home's the best? You know what I'm saying? Like, let him do what he doing. You know, like, so it was never nothing. So for me, I'm minding my business. I get home a couple nights ago. His album dropping. Man, my phone had just been going crazy all day. I hadn't looked at it. I check it. Man, my whole trill game, and I mean like 1,200 DMs, man. Like, just niggas like, say, man, KRIT stole your shit. Like, KRIT stole your shit. And I'm like, what is y'all talking about? And then somebody sent me a link, and I heard it. And I mean, for people who don't know the business, they would say KRIT stole it. KRIT didn't necessarily steal it, man. That's a combination of Cory, Bun B, and KRIT just, I can't say if he knew, but I say KRIT knew that song, where that song came from, because I released it in 2011 on Against The Grain. I mean, go do your research. Go to YouTube, type in 17 featuring Pimp C, Ride With Me. It's gonna pull up, it's gonna show you it was on Against The Grain. It's gonna play for you. You're gonna hit the original version. It's gonna show like 2011, whatever. And then you'll see, play Big KRIT version. And you're gonna see, damn, all they did was they took the beat, like, from Monday, slowed it down, took all 17 vocals off, put Bun on it, and said featuring UGK, because Pimp was already singing the hook.
Right.
So, I mean, that was just enough for me, man. I hadn't just had it. Like, I was like, nah. So, I mean, I never, when they stole She Luv it and they did whatever, I ain't mess with it, because salute to Jay. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince he had ties to those albums, and Jay didn't do it. It was Cory, and when you the engineer and the producer, you can go in there and move around Pro Tools sessions. Take these vocals off, take this beat off. Cory took some of Pimp beats from under songs and put his beats under them so he could get the publishing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. And
so I let that go. You know what I'm saying? Because why have, if I'd have sued, I'd have had to sue Jay. I'm not suing Jay. It wasn't Jay's fault. As soon as Jay found out, Jay was on the phone with me like, I ain't know what they doing. Why you didn't tell me? But this time, this has nothing to do with it. This is Big KRIT. You know what I'm saying? A nigga from my state. A nigga who know that's my motherfucking music. And you purposely gonna take it, my nigga, you, like, that's why it tripped me out when I see the comments. I see people, he hating on KRIT, he whatever. I don't think y'all understand it. Hopefully y'all get a little better understanding. Now, I don't have a hating bone in my body. Like, I always wish the dude the best. I laughed at him. But when something pop up and you steal from me, and you ain't picked up the phone and got at me, if the nigga would have called me, I'd let him use it. But you use something that was already registered, been registered, and whatever, you let Bun and Cory get you in a world of shit. So now we gonna, now we gotta go to court and do all this bullshit when we from the same state. And that shit is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? And then now you done made me come back. You done woke up a sleeping giant, nigga. I was chilling, like, and so now it's like, I mean, you remember that interview when they talked to Tupac and he was like, what's the problem? I'm mad at Big, I'm rushing the nigga. Like, that's how I feel. All these niggas talking that shit and speaking their mind or whatever, what's the problem? These niggas wronged me. They stole my shit. I'm mad at them, I'm rushing them. What's the motherfucking problem?
I think it's also important for people to know that this is not the first time it's happened to you where, some material of yours from the certified album, made it to other people's records, big records too. You want to talk about that?
Tell me what you want to know. I'm wide open. I don't give a fuck. What you want to know?
Well, with this not being the first time, you said, you know, you got the situation with KRIT. Who else had something of yours on something of theirs?
Jay-Z used. Some of the interludes off Certified Pimp Talking. They always want to take pimp shit, you know what I'm saying, off my shit. Like I say, and Drake used some shit, just little lines. It's always little shit they, you know, they take, and I mean, that's just the game, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more. And then She Luv It, which was used on the UGK for Life album, I want to say. Everybody know that was on Certified. The original version was on Certified. And then they went in there, did the same shit, changed the beat, took my vocals off, you know, put Bun on it, made it a UGK song. And then Massacre. That's the one with Pimp. I wish a motherfucker would try to run up on me. Pussy ass rat trying to come up on me. You say you gon' take my Bentley, which one, pussy nigga? Like that's on Certified. It's on my album. You listen to the original version. I told him, like, I ain't even rapping on here. I come on after Pimp rapping. I say, I ain't even rapping on this motherfucker. He had to win so hard. I say, I ain't even rapping on this motherfucker. I'm gonna let Big Bruh have this. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, of course, they took all that out and then used that. So it's been numerous, man. It's been numerous. You feel me? So it's nothing to get used to, but it's nothing that I ain't experienced. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you know, it ain't nothing fun about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's really all I can say, you know.
Well, you mentioned out of everybody in the UGK posse, you may be the only one that didn't quite rock with Bun. So my question is,
I ain't the only one that don't rock with Bun.
Okay.
I'm probably the most outspoken, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not the only one at all.
Okay.
Nah, because like I said, it was, and this what people need to understand. When Pimp was here, it was UGK Records, which was Pimp's crew, and then it was Bun and Bun crew. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really hang together. The two crews didn't, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So after Pimp died, and this ain't just in this situation. This is in a lot of things that happen. You know, people are opportunists, so they ran and tried to brown nose up under Bun, knowing that we wasn't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? But oh shit, Pimp died, so we might well run over here and kiss Bun ass. When I was the one like, man, fuck that shit. Like, if Pimp died, then this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going over there. I ain't fucking with him. That wasn't my homeboy. Pimp was my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so that's how, you know. So I'm not the only one. It's just I'm the only one that'll say the shit. I don't know why. I mean, like I said, I ain't taking nothing away from him musically. But I mean, what you do as a man, you fucked up.
So, where do we go from here? What's next for 17?
Unfortunately, man, I do this court shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people don't understand. Really think about it. I didn't ask for nothing to be stole from me. Who wants something stole from him? Oh, he just wants some attention. He just wants some of that. Man, you a motherfucking liar. You better check my resume. I ain't never been one that wanted attention. Like, now I gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Courts and lawyers and, you know, copyright infringement and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And let me make this clear, man. I really hate to do it, man, to a nigga that's from my state. But you let Bun and Cory put you in some fuck shit when all you had to do was pick up the phone and say, hey, my nigga, that song you and Pimp did a while ago, that Ride With Me, I want to use that. I'm working on my new album. Type of nigga I am, I'd have told him, my nigga, shit, do what you got to do. Just don't change it. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave it how Pimp originally had it. Because the way it was at first, Cory just looped the fucking Maze sample. So when Pimp gave it to me, he was like, "Little bro, see what you can do with this." Pimp had sung the hook on there, like, I think he had like one track and an ad-lib. And then it was the Maze sample. And he was like, "Little bro, see what you could do with this." Well, I was coming home for like 2 days to handle some shit. I go in the studio with Jack Nasty.
Okay.
And I say, "Jack, Pimp gave me this song to finish. It's empty, man." Like, and Jackie played, he was like, "Yeah, it's just a fucking loop." Like, and so he was like, you gonna finish producing it?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what he asked me to do." So we called, you know, motherfuckers with live instruments, you know, them horns is live, and then I played the keys, and then the guitars and shit, and I finished producing, and I called Pimp. He could hear it over the phone. He went crazy. He said, "Man, put all 3 verses on it." I said, "You ain't gonna rap on it?" He was like, "Hell nah, nigga, that's you." He was like, "Put the 3 verses on it." So I put the 3 verses on it, got back to Houston, let him hear it. He went crazy. I mean, he went crazy. He loved that fucking song. And then we went to Ave's studio in Port Arthur, and he did his ad-libs on the chorus. He just fattened up the chorus a little bit more.
Right.
And then it was done. You know what I'm saying? And so where we go from here is we go to court. And like I said, if he would have just reached out to me from the get-go, I'd have just told him, "Man, use it, bro, but just keep it how it is," because that's how Pimp wanted it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cory and them do a lot of shit that they know that's not how Pimp wanted it. That's not how he had it. Like, I have the original versions to a lot of these songs that came out on the past few albums that came out, and that was Pimp beats under them. They took Pimp beats from under them songs and put Beto is another one. He'll put his shit under there, and then Cory Moore put his beats under there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, that I mean, how much more dirty can you get? You know what I'm saying? Did you love him or did you not? Because you obviously couldn't have loved him if you doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you seen me fall back like that. Like, I want to be around these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's just whole ass shit. But when you Bun B or you Big KRIT and you got the major airways and you whatever, you know, it might seem like you telling the truth or you whatever. Nah. I ain't shutting up no more. You niggas in trouble.
What's going on? It's Riley B. Addressing this bullshit between 17 and KRIT. The original song was done by 17 and Pimp, of course. So it's some bullshit going on. I fuck with 17. The family's always fuck with 17. So anybody got any questions, they can give me a call. I'll let your boy, whatever. But shit gonna end pretty quick. As soon as we file this lawsuit, I'm sure it's gonna shut a lot of people's minds up. So anything that needs to be addressed, just get at me.
Plenty of shit with Bun I ain't never going into it now. It's, yeah, like the world know. Well, excuse me, the world don't know. A lot of motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who read the book know what's really happening with Bun. Like, my issue with Bun, it's just, it was never a relationship. We was just forced to be around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he a pallbearer, I'm a pallbearer. He was a pallbearer at Pimp funeral, I'm a pallbearer at Pimp funeral. He was a pallbearer at Mama Wes funeral, I'm a pallbearer at Mama Wes funeral. We only would be around each other, we have to. So it's no relationship to repair or whatever. I ain't never wanted a relationship with him. Because you have to understand, when I came into the picture, Pimp wasn't even fucking with him no more. I watched Pimp shed tears over his relationship with Bun and shit that Bun was doing and riding with niggas that Pimp was riding on. Bun was fucking with him and that shit, you know. So of course my heart was with Pimp, so I'm riding with Pimp. You know what I'm saying? And after Pimp died, Bun came to Mama Wes' house that one day of the funeral. Now mind you, Mama Wes managed them for 17 years. Bun used to live with Mama Wes and Pimp. He came to their house one time. And this can be verified. And anybody in the public can ask Pimp children. I can call Riley B right now. I can call the family right now. Put him on speakerphone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't do shit that you would do if your homeboy died. You feel me? And then you have to think I know certain things that Pimp confided in me that I never talked about, but shit like when he came home from jail, all that free Pimp C shit that they did, they made all kind of money off that shit. And Pimp knew it. Bun gave Pimp $1,300. They made hundreds of thousands off that merch.
Wow.
He gave Pimp $1,300. The only reason Pimp didn't sue was because he said he knew he would have had to sue Bun. And he didn't want that being out there. See, Pimp was about conserving the legacy and how it looked, whatever, you know.
Right.
And as long as he was here, then yeah, we gonna do that, you know. But then when he leave and then they start doing all this monkey shit and all this, you know, whatever, they think they can do whatever they want to do. Hey man, even if people hate you for it, somebody gotta have some nuts and stand up and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hate me, go ahead, cause I ain't telling you nothing but the truth. Like, I'm not bitter, I'm not mad, I'm cool. If he doing it for some attention, he doing it for some money. Hey man, I don't like attention. When it come to money, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never been a, you know, I don't feds be watching shit and all that shit. You know, we don't do that. Real niggas don't talk and be putting money in the camera and all that. But I'm good. My whole ass niggas over there, they know how I came to the camp. I came papered up. You know what I'm saying? So don't act like it's nothing new. They know it ain't about no money. Like, nah, just don't touch nothing that me and him created. My partner gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you doing that, you blatantly spitting in my face. It's like you putting a knife in my heart. How much more can a nigga take before I come back at you? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's sad. I'm looking at you shake your head. You shook. That's exactly what the fuck I did when it happened. I shook my head. I wasn't happy about this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know.
I gotta ask you because I was there. I was backstage at the 3rd annual Ozone Magazine Awards. That was in Houston, Texas. Pretty big event. A lot happened that night. A lot happened that weekend.
Yeah, the Ozone. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot happened that weekend. But you know, I hadn't seen you in a long time, and you know, I actually saw you backstage. I saw you backstage. Pastor Troy, David Banner, Paul Wall, Zero. I seen a lot of heavy hitters backstage. Yep. So I gotta ask you, man. In that moment, this is 2008. I want to say like August, so it wasn't quite a full year since Pimp had passed. What was going through your mind? Because you were standing next to me.
I didn't want to be there.
That was one thing, huh? When Bun went up there and he performed, he was a part of the tribute. You know, you had like David Banner, Too Short, Big Boy. They all did this beautiful tribute.
Yeah.
And Bun B came out with the choir.
Yeah.
How did you feel at that moment?
I cried like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's when it comes to music, I don't take anything away from Bun. And you know, I was still hurting. Like he said, that was 2008. I didn't even want to go. Yeah. Mama Wes made me go, and I thought it was nice, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of the type that I really just I don't understand how it's not more attention brought to Pimp. Pimp is the Tupac of the South, so I don't understand why we don't have a full-fledged movie on Pimp out yet, or why we don't have a real biography movie. You know, like Tupac had 20 fucking autobiography movies before the actual Tupac movie came out. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I don't understand why this is not done for Pimp, because so when anything that I see that's a tribute to anything, I'm very, very happy. I don't care. Even if it's some niggas that Pimp ain't never. Now sometimes if y'all see some niggas, you know, I'm like, damn, Pimp ain't even know this motherfucker. Like, but I don't even care, man. As long as they honoring my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, that makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the 2008 Ozone Awards, I know what you're talking about. And I remember seeing you. I feel good to see you, because you know I'm in Houston and I'm around all these people, and you know, once you with Pimp, then every rapper know who you are.
Right.
That every rapper know your music because you with Pimp, so they want to see who Pimp New Artist is.
Right.
And I just remember like my heart was still hurting. I didn't want to be there. I wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready to even be out in public yet.
With you having such a close relationship with Pimp and being out there in Texas, you know, only Mississippi cat out there around the squad like that for the most part.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else that you can say was close with you like that or similar?
I would say Face is Scarface is one that, you know, always give me good advice. You know what I'm saying? Like he just gonna keep it real with me when it come to whatever. He gonna tell, you know, nigga do some fuck shit. Face gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? He gonna speak his mind. Face don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we just, you know, I just did that record with Scarface, and that's pretty much it, man. I Pimp taught me, you know, not to fuck with too many of these rap niggas. So I really don't. Mm-hmm. Like they not what you think, and that's why I laugh when I see all the little comments on social media and all this, man.
Yeah.
You talking to people who ain't. I done lived the life, man. I know these niggas. I know what they bought. I know what they ain't bought. I know what they whatever. And all you know is what you heard on the CD and what you seen on the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, I can't fault you for that, mm-hmm. but I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck with too many. Who do you fuck with after Pimp? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I done did songs with every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? Juvie, Boosie, Pastor Troy, Bo Hagen, Yo Guy. But my top 3 features to me, man, where I feel like I don't ever have to feature anybody ever again. Pimp C, Too Short, and Scarface. Why would I ever have to do another feature? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel personally. So when these niggas are talking, oh, he this and he that, and he did, man, I done proved everything to myself. I don't have nothing to prove to you. I had shit to prove to myself, and I've proved everything to myself. But these niggas just made me come back. So yeah, I'm going in the lab, and it don't have to be every song about them. Now, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you niggas forgot. You know, you thought just because I got a son now, he's 3. And, you know, I'm really trying to chill out and pray every day. I really feel like Mama Wes and Pimp with me every day. I'm on some whole other type shit. So I was being peaceful. But you niggas forgetting, man, I'm a motherfucking hog, man. Please don't bring that part out of me. Like, I just be trying to chill. And people think that I'm starting shit. No, man. If you steal from me, I'm coming. Like, whether I'm in every kind of way. Like, whether it's court, whether it's... I hate to see any of these dudes right now, because I don't know what's going to happen if I see them. And that's not cute for me to say that. I don't like that. I'm grown. We too grown to be doing all that. But why y'all did this? You know what I'm saying? Like...
Yeah.
So I'm just one of them that's like, you know, I'm not one that can't be talked to or can't get on the phone like a man or whatever. But man, don't be sending me messages like, Cory Mo, get on there, and then you want to DM me. As soon as he DM me, nigga, this is my phone number. Start messaging me. But then you send me another 4 pages of messages. Nigga, I just gave you my phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could be talked out. But if you can't get on that phone and admit you was wrong or admit you was whatever, then, like I said, it's just like just like I said earlier, I'm mad at the niggas. I'm rushing the niggas. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to be mad.
Musically for 17, UGK Records and this whole thing. Where we going? What's next?
I'm gonna tell you like this, Cleveland. I'm back in the lab. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I jumped back in there the day after that. I found out my shit was stolen. So like I said, I ain't did nothing but light a fire under my ass. I was chilling. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hopefully this shit be brought to some closure, man. Without all the negativity, because everybody taking it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully I explained it well. Anybody can understand you know, why I would feel like I feel. I put up the video before and I'm saying, you know, somebody tell that nigga he ain't me. You know, that's me. That's 5 minutes after I done just found out these niggas done stole my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't apologize for nothing I said. I meant it. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, you not me, bro. You not Pimp Protege. You Bun. Now you can say you Bun Protege if you want to. Run with that or something. Sound like Bun or something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, don't fuck with my music no more. Don't fuck with nothing that me and Pimp did no more. You know what I'm saying? And so where we go from here is just, you know, I'm really, they know where I'm at with it. They know lawsuits coming. They know whatever gonna happen. And it ain't about, I don't give a shit if no money come out of it no more. It's just for them to know that if we touch his shit again, man, we're gonna have to go to court and all this shit again because he's not playing that shit. So then they'll leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I feel you.
And then for me, it's just like, okay, you know, y'all trying to let Pimp legacy die. Y'all, they really are. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't come back and I don't get these people some music, and I don't, you know, raise UGK Records in the air again, it's like it don't get heard. So is it? I don't know, man. I don't know if it was Pimp and Mama Wes putting the fire up under my ass, making me get back in there doing whatever, but it's whatever. I already had shit on my thumb drive locked and loaded I could have been put out, but now it's just like a whole nother frame of mind, man. So it's just going in, and yeah, you going in with a little bit of anger, you going in with a little bit of frustration, but man, I'm so much on the positive vibe. Like I say, since that wreck, when you survive something like that, you don't spend your days just focusing on negative shit.
Right.
Negative shit gonna come to you regardless.
Regardless.
Yeah, but you can't let it take over. So I'm gonna take this negative shit and I'm turning it into a positive. And we gonna keep the pimp in their face, because regardless to how anybody look at it, I'm making you say his name again, and I'll credit them too. You know, they making you say his name again. We keeping him relevant. You know what I'm saying? Bring him back up. What the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where it's at with me. Nah, you know what I'm saying? And all that blackball shit they did to me, whoever scared to fuck with me because you cool with Bun or whatever, man, stay your whole ass over there, nigga. I fuck with who I want to. You know what I'm saying? If you not cool with somebody and I'm cool with them, well, that's y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas just don't understand how this industry shit work. So I don't want no rapper friends. You know what I'm saying? I go in there and do my records and I do what I gotta do. Now these media outlets that's scared to let the truth be on there, fuck them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said it in Jack all trades, and I don't think niggas believe me. I do this shit when I want to. Like, it's not my life. I got kids. I got a family. I love, you know what I'm saying? My mom, my dad, my brother, my children. Like, that's my life. This music shit, I do this shit when I want to. And you niggas just made me come back. Like, I was chilling, minding my business. Now you niggas just made trouble. Like, and I ain't asked you to do it. I ain't want it. But you did it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.